for years. The laws that will enable INEC to start programs has not been signed. We remember, or you will recollect that in December, the National Assembly passed the papers to the president for his signature, but the man said, no, guys, it's not right. Go and cross these and dot the I's. And when they finally brought it back, they did what he wanted, what the master wanted. And when they did it, they returned it to him. From that time to now, the kingdom come. We believe he will sign it today. But let's look at the less than a year from now. The electoral law has not been signed into law.
The bill has not been signed into law.
The bill, yes.
That's quite disturbing, because there is this saying that whatever it is you have to do, you have to pre-plan. So a failure to plan, we actually assume to
fail. Planning to fail.
Yeah, total failure. If we'll be having an election in less than a year, and the electoral bill is not yet signed into law, how then will INEC start planning, strategizing, giving out all the statistics and logistics to be done or used in carrying out the election? So it would be very funny, and I would actually say it's actually very barbaric too, and it doesn't really it's not logical that as February 2022, we are yet to sign, we are yet to approve, we are yet to put in place
comments. Let me add comments.
Yes, thank you. A particular law that will be used in carrying out our next coming election. You said 4 years. That probably choose a leader.
The leaders
4 years.
manage their resources.
Who says it will be 4 years?
Okay.
Who says it will not go beyond 4 years? Who says it will not even go beyond 8 years? Because here in our country where we are now, a lot of things happen. A lot of things that you actually question yourself, that are we actually normal creatures? As in, are we actually normal? If somebody can just wake up now and say, I would want to spend 4 years in office, I want to spend 12 years. We are common man, we are laymen. Who are we to stop that person? Once the person has the right resources to support his ideology, to force, he will compel us. And he's always like suffering and smiling. We'll grumble, we'll protest, we'll talk, and then reach all his wish comes to pass on us.
Adigu?
Well, there's something that I want us to just go through. I want us to go through the fundamentals. The bigger question is, why is the president failing to add his assent to the electoral bill? Now, the bigger question is this. The National Assembly, there was a particular clause, I think 84, 85 of that clause, that said that the primaries, there will be a direct primary.
Yes.
Now, he objected it. He said no.
Doesn't want it.
He doesn't want it. Now go and add another thing. Go and add indirect primaries. So, okay, fine, they felt, no problem. If there is indirect primaries, now let's do it this way. Let there be a provision for direct primaries. Let there be for indirect primaries. Now let there be for consensus.
Yes, within the party.
So now they agreed on that, and they added some more to it, which is part of this electronic transmission and every other thing. Now, coming to think of it, the president still failed. He's still failing to put his assent on that electoral bill.
Why?
Thus passing it into law. It is because he has his gimmicks and he has some things that he preempts in such a way that, going back to 2019, the same way the president failed to agree this thing into law, thus ensuring that we had to go into 2019 general elections with that archaic electoral act that still supports all this electoral rigging and all these manipulations. So if, come to think of it, okay, fine, they also have their own plans, being the incumbent party, and at the same time wanting an anointed candidate from the president.
Consensus
candidate.
So that
anointed candidate.
So that this electoral act, once they fail to sign it into law, will later favor them and ensure that
they have their way.
Easy passage.
Exactly.
Now, if we also look, this is a Democratic Move coming live from Impact Africa Television, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The program is coming to you directly. We thank you for allowing us into your homes, into your offices, or wherever you're watching us. We're still looking at the democratic moves. Democracy is a process. People, resources, over time. Do you understand me? People, the resources of a country, who manages it over 4 years when it comes to Nigeria. And the right moves if not made, will lead to very, very dangerous situation, because to fail to prepare is to prepare to fail, and we must not fail. 2019, we never had any basis for any match. You understand? We never had any basis for any match. Are we going to have it for 2023 so that we start going up and down? But I must tell you, the young ones, Abayomi and Co, they are not happy. Are you happy?
How would I be happy? I cannot just sit down, fold my hands, and watch things go astray. I cannot sit down and watch things go in such a way that it is unpleasant. It is unpleasant for us to say, in less than a year to the general elections, we don't even have a template.
At all.
We don't even have a guideline. We don't have what we are going to work with. We don't have what is going to guide us through that particular election. Now we say we're going to be. We cannot be happy seeing these things happening. Now, come to think of it, we have an election year. Automatically, the electioneering, the campaign, and everything has started on the ground. Now, who is even going to come? What will be the screening process? What will be the yardstick for the person that will contest? Now, what will be the interest of the electorate? What will be the interest of the masses that are going to cast their votes? Are they going to be sure that their vote this time around will count?
Women played a very great role in the last Anambra State governorship election.
Yes.
And they gave them a lot of goodies.
Goodies, yes.
But they voted for their mind.
Yes, yes.
Women in the next election.
When you asked Abayomi a particular question, I thought you said, is he happy?
I said, no, I
was thinking you would ask me, I hope you're not frustrated. That's what, yes. Because when, as a person, as a citizen, as an individual, you are expecting something from your supposed leader.
Yes.
And they actually have all the resources it takes to make that thing happen. Okay. And it's not happening. It goes beyond you being unhappy. You become frustrated.
Are you telling people watching us that with these game plans...
It's actually a game plan.
Okay, okay. Sorry.
I'm confirming it's actually a game plan, because are we saying the president does not have a pen? Probably doesn't have the time, but doesn't have the normal, probably the table, the furniture.
No, the man has been traveling of recent, so maybe
let me ask
has
you
not
this
been
question.
able to read.
Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
How long will it take a person, an individual, to sign?
119 pages.
Still answer my question. How long, I'm putting this to you, how long will it take somebody to sign a 119 pages?
No, it's just a small page.
Even if it's
sign per page.
Even if he's going to sign per
No,
page.
benefit of doubt.
It takes less than a minute to sign.
Maybe the biro
I'm
is
saying,
not
hold
available.
on. What, did you just say pen is not available?
Maybe it's not available.
Okay.
Now, if the pen were not to be available, now there is this provision. I'm sorry, there's this provision of the Constitution that says even if the president fails to sign a bill into law,
you can sign for
the
National
Assembly can veto.
Yeah.
So now what are they looking at? If they are not
even if it's not in the country, there's a way they go about probably scanning your signature.
We can even sign. We have so many courier services that are private.
Do not let us deceive ourselves.
Okay.
Nigerian politics is one funny politics I have over the time left over. You, and every other viewers at home knows that there is a political gimmick going on right now. A gimmick to hold on to that bill that it does become an act, that it does become a law, that it doesn't count on every citizen of every Nigerian citizen.
Till we have the
next election.
Like we did in 2019.
Yes, and it's just as funny. Like you actually have a piece of land, you intend to build a building over it, and your surveyor, your architect, your bricklayers, everything, they have this design to make up that building. But somehow they withhold that document that to give them the insight into building that particular structure on that land. And you now said, it's just about building land. Let me just get in somebody and make up a structure on that land. We know that.
So let's just.
So yes, that's what a building would not last. It wouldn't.
So it will collapse.
It will collapse, and if it doesn't collapse, it will be like giving out the right job to the wrong person.
Okay, we are on the democratic moves, and one of those critical things in our democratic process is a law guiding our activities. And when the law is not in place, then there's something fishy. I must tell you, we are talking about the 2023 laws or electoral acts that will guide us in having a good, credible, and appreciated election in 2023. We have less than 1 year to that general election. And according to the last one that was given out to us to peruse and let the president sign, which he threw back to the National Assembly, it makes us to know that the INEC will, as a result of this law being passed into, this bill passed into law, start their programs. And as of today, we're still using 2015 to do elections, both in Ekiti, in Osun, and Anambra. But are we really serious? Are those at the aim of affairs? No. Do they know that democratic moves, when we miss steps, we fall into holes, which is mine? You can be part of this program. The number on the screen, 090 707 20980. You can be part of this discussion. If we make the wrong moves, I'm sorry, we might end up in a ditch. And if we end up in a ditch, it is catastrophe, and may it not happen. Yes, madam, we're looking at that thing. You said some are frustrated.
Yeah.
But how about the National Assembly? Do I call them workers or lawmakers?
That's actually a funny question.
Because now, rather than forcing the man to sign the bill into law, they've now gone into another one talking about constitutional review.
No.
When there's one big case on ground, they've not settled it. They are looking for another. And even funny enough, they even said that some of them should collect allowance forever.
Let me chip in this. I was actually listening to a particular radio program, and that person said, it's actually probably a rep or something, and the person said, we should not think that in Nigerian politics. Hello?
Hello? Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. I'm calling from.
Where are you calling from? Your name and location?
I'm calling from Kuje.
Kogi, your name, sir? Kuje?
I'm Mr. Max.
Okay. Our democratic move, the electoral act for the next election, less than 1 year, not signed.
See, the politics in Nigeria is that there are a group of people who feel the country is their own. And they will do what they like with impunity.
So what should we do? What should we do?
2015. Right from 2015, this government came in, they had a plan of how to manipulate things to favor them, and that is what is going on. That is why the down without latest news, tackle and throw them and want them to make it look like the national issue. So, what can we do? We cannot do it because we have the machinery to face them. The national aspirants want to face them already been streamlined, hypnotized to think alongside with them.
Okay.
That means we cannot make laws, change the law.
Okay.
So what we are doing, we pray to God. They are going to keep praying in their heart. They will not speak themselves. Thinking that we are the cause of the country, and the people who this country.
Thank you very much.
To do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Akola. See, why? Okay.
You see what that man just
the
said?
heart of every Nigerian is so costumed,
So costumed.
in this ideology and this religious hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy, that's the best word to
when
use.
something is not going right, something is wrong, instead of you to call for the right people at the right
time,
at the right time, you keep saying God should help us. God will not come down to help.
Hello. Okay. Democratic Move is the program. The station is Impact Africa Television. You can call us. When you call us, your name, where you're calling from, and also try to reduce the volume of your TV set so that it won't echo back to you. See, we should. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Yeah, you can go on. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yes, go on. Okay, we've lost that. You see. Lagbaja said cool temper.
Yeah, it's beyond Lagbaja age now. This is what I'm saying.
Cool temper.
I said on my way, somebody said, God should just help us in this country. And the person, no, don't say that again. God has given us more than we need.
He has given us everything.
The problem we have is we and our leaders channeling the resources into a wrong place where it is actually practically useless. You see somebody having more than what he or she can consume in the next 250 years.
If he cannot even live more than 70,
and
by
you see
strength
somebody
90.
living in a world where he or she cannot even
abject
poverty, where he or she cannot even
God will help
afford
us.
a square meal.
God will help
It's
us.
not about God. And let me tell you this: you were talking about our law members. Are they workers? Are they lawmakers or are they workers? And you said, can they compel or force the president? They can't compel because he who pays the piper dictates the tune.
Then, by the next election, if the laws are not properly put in place, then how do we get them out?
And
and get the
who are we to say that we're actually sure that the law bill will be passed into law before then?
They didn't do it in 2019.
They wouldn't do it now if care is not taken because they already have
Now,
their game plan.
even if they are going to do now, come to think of it, the planning process and everything, automatically this election might be postponed.
I am telling you, it might not be postponed. They're looking for a game plan, a way that they don't have a free and fair election, but
We just
rather
hand
a
over-
rigged
We just hand
election.
over to someone
Somebody
that's
said
an anointed candidate.
a rep.
You just continue.
A
to
rep
where
came
I
to a
stop.
particular radio program and he was saying that you cannot cancel or rule out giving out money for election.
Vote buying.
Vote by.
He said it, and I was like,
From a law,
this is an
from a law
incumbent
worker,
lawmaker.
not a lawmaker, from a law
A law
worker.
worker, yeah, God bless you. Who is
Are
practically
you
saying
now
that?
stealing my word to say
It
law?
is.
No, he's only making a reference. He's only making a reference to what you said.
He's actually a law worker.
A law worker, not a lawmaker. Because if, as a lawmaker, you cannot do what you're supposed to do, what you're trained and voted for to do,
Or paid to do.
or paid to, I don't even want to use the word pay. We actually voted them
We
in there.
employed them.
We employed them. We voted them in that. Go out there, make laws that will suit us and make us comfortable as a Nigerian citizen.
But no more.
But no more.
Okay.
So it's funny.
My guests in the house are boiling. The democratic move, I must tell you, should be good. If you are playing a football game and the rules are not spelled out, well, you don't have an opportunity of a VAR to know what has happened.
Yeah.
But in this context, are these people real lawmakers or law workers? Law workers in the sense that whatever the big boss tells them to do, they work on it. But the Constitution gives the National Assembly or the state assemblies the power to make laws, not work laws. You can be part of this program today. You can call us on the number. You can even send text messages so that if we cannot get across to us, you can at least your own opinion. It's good to judge and not to fight. Ukraine today and Russia is not a very good place to
Not
be.
at all.
So if we don't get it right today, now, I don't know what will happen tomorrow. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Adebayo Emmanuel Akinwale.
Okay, sir.
I don't know what to say. This stuff, lawmaker, they are the worst set of lawmaker country I've ever seen.
Okay, they are law workers, like I said.
Yeah, definitely. I think you get it right there. Instead of focusing on the right thing, they are thinking on how to pay their salary for life. Whereas somebody has worked for 35 years and up today they have not collected their pension. Some of them die without even receiving anything. And these lawmakers, they travel out of this country. They see as being done in other countries. I don't know. Is it human being brain they have or another brain they have? I don't understand.
Don't worry. They are workers. They will soon become makers.
And
No,
the most painful thing is that they don't know that they will live there one day. And when they leave, they will sit down and be looking at what they are supposed to do, did not do it.
That is when they will start their criticisms. Thank you very much.
I don't know who will really help us in this country.
Who will help us?
God again. Hasn't he helped us enough? He has helped us. See,
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I was also waiting for it too.
God
God, it's always
help.
God. It's just
Yeah,
God.
see.
Now, Mr. Lisa, can I chip in something?
Okay.
I was listening to the news this morning, and somebody said one of our ex-presidents was like that should allow youth to become governors, to become ministers, to become president, and the likes. And a reference was made to like, how old was he when he became the president of the country? And how old is he when is he having that spirit of godfatherism right out there where he is? I'm not going to mention names anyways. So it means that it's not actually that God has not been faithful to us. He has been faithful to us, but we have been unfaithful to ourselves. By probably because of poverty anyways, because I realize that poverty is actually taking a toll, a serious one on us. If somebody is actually hungry, take a stroll to any polling units during elections. You see, they buy people for 500 naira as low as that.
Yeah.
And the moment you are given a token that will not even solve a day's issue, the next thing you are voting for the wrong person. What do we do?
The law for the next election. Hopefully, we're expecting our president to sign it. The bill to sign it into law so that we don't have the 2019 mistakes. Now, if he doesn't sign it, Adigo, what will happen?
Well, it is obvious that then Nigeria is a comedy that is not funny.
A comedy that is not
That
funny.
is not funny.
That's
at all.
tragedy.
Yeah. So
That's tragicomedy.
So why
Yes.
will the president say he won't sign? Then if president is
On what ground?
is not signing.
No, I'm just saying,
if
he's
he does not
expected
sign,
if he does
doesn't
not
sign,
sign.
then let the National Assembly veto.
And unfortunately, the national will not veto.
Then if
National
they
Assembly
don't,
workers.
The workers, they will veto
yes,
because,
they won't veto.
like I
Okay,
said
fine.
earlier,
Now, if
he
they
will
won't,
pays the
it
pipe
simply
that
means-
dictates the
It
tune.
simply means we still go back to the same old days. We
2015.
still go back to the same way.
What
And
is-
you cannot fight a 21st century war or a battle with a 19th century weapon. You cannot do the same thing
The same way and expect
a different
it's
result.
not possible.
Hello, good morning. This is Democratic Moves. Impact Africa Television.
Good morning, sir.
Your name and where are you calling from, sir?
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In fact, if I want to talk, if you want to talk in this democratic move, in fact, democracy in Nigeria is no democracy.
Your name. You've not given your name and your location.
Like other countries in Africa, you see something as something else. You see, if military should come in now, all this Boko Haram, it will end. The mass inflation and the corruption will end. This is one thing that will happen. But in a democracy, it's a pity. It's a pity.
Your name. You didn't give us your name and your location.
Somebody says God will come. You know, God will not come down.
Yes.
God will not come down to help us. And we will help us.
Your name and where are you calling from, sir?
My own conclusion is that democracy, we are not right for democracy in Nigeria.
Yeah.
We are not right at all. If we are, because it's always going one way. If we are to do something from in this country, let's go back against the military and see. In the 6 months, they will return this country and nothing will happen again. Thank you.
Thank you. Your name, sir?
Yes, please. I am Abdul Kogi.
Adu from Kogi. Thank you. God bless you. Democratic Move is your program where we can judge all. Don't let us leave what is supposed to be done till tomorrow, because today's problem is enough for today. Tomorrow might be worse than yesterday. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is calling Asaba.
Asaba, Delta State, my capital.
I want to say that you have to die.
Oh!
No one should die.
What did you say?
I didn't even get that.
Because she was
Anyways.
saying someone should die.
No, nobody will die.
Nobody
eh?
will die.
should
I pray for you. The
You will
spirit
live.
of death.
You will live and die, not
Package.
die.
Okay, we are talking about democratic moves. I will soon be saying good day. But,
Mr. Olisa,
yes.
I want to actually say something. He was talking about comedy, and I chipped in tragic comedy. You know, if you are watching a movie that is tragic comedy in nature, you expect the good,
The
bad and the ugly.
ugly.
Yeah. 1 minute your tempo is up there, the next minute you're smiling, and the other minute you're weeping or probably crying. In a country of like Nigeria, we have too many characters. We have those that are good in tragedy, those in comedy, those in fallacy, a lot of things. Because I would not imagine that you are there as the president, and one of your duties, we have the executive functions, the judicial function, and the likes. Your duty is to sign a particular bill into law. It's taking unnecessarily long time.
The Attorney General is there. Maybe that is the ugly one.
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
He might be the ugly one. He might be the good
we
one.
have to go. Abayomi. Because if we continue with the tragic comedy,
yes.
it will be good because we all have children and we're looking forward to a nation that is strong, virile, and truthful.
And healthy too.
Healthy, okay. Say righteousness exalts a nation. Sin is what?
That's kind of spiritual.
So we are going spiritual again.
That's good.
Because, let's quickly play before we go. If you're watching us, it's your station, Impact Africa Television. And anywhere you're watching us, be free to call us because at 12, the Yoruba version of our current affairs program will be coming on. And please, if you can speak Yoruba, join us. God bless you. Let's quickly take this one, the last call. Hello?
Hello.
Your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, I'm from Kingsley, from Asaba Delta State.
Okay, okay.
I want to say something about what is happening in Nigeria.
Okay, sir. Say it quick. 1 minute.
Okay, fine. This House of Assembly members that say House of Assembly members, do they have out of this is happening there? Those people that say they are House of Assembly members, do you know what it means to become? I think they are learning about. They used to travel out the country and see how members do in their country. So why are they treating Nigeria like this? If Nigeria know what they're doing, that citizens of Nigeria are opposed.
Okay, thank you.
They should watch tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. They should watch tomorrow.
Okay. On this note, Mr. Kingsley from Asaba, say well to our governor and the secretary to the government, Big Bros, Patioka. We're saying hello. We have to go, gentlemen, lady and gentleman. Because democratic move. And on this dial, I must tell you, we say the truth, we say it the way it is, and we will make sure that we are still truthful. Thank you very much, madam, for coming.
Thank you, sir.
As Anambra women did good. So, Light on Rabiu, and also Adigun Joe Badon, Abayomi, very, very good. And to you that have called all over the country, stay blessed. By 12, join us on the Yoruba version. God bless you and bye for now. I remain yours sincerely, Lawrence Udogu Olisa.